Good morning everyone. Yes, you guessed right. It's me again walking on a disused railway line. So here is another edition of Simon the Railway Enthusiast Finds Lost Railways. So on today's Lost Railway journeys, we will be finding plenty of old railway architecture, remains of stations and flowing water. So where I'm currently standing here is the original platform of Norwich City Railway Station, which is now a disused railway station along Marriott's Way in Norwich. And it was opened in 1882 and it was run by the Lynn and Fakenham Railway Company. So in 1942, sadly, Norwich City Railway Station was heavily bombed and a lot of the station building was unrepairable. In 1959, on the 2nd of March, this station sadly closed, finally, to passengers. So this particular line would have been operated by the Midland and Great Northern Railway, and it would have run from Norwich towards Peterborough and Leicester via Melton Constable. And right next to the platform here I find some old railway sleepers. So these are still in relatively good condition. They are overgrown. There's another one there, you can just about make it out. The old original railway sleepers still intact there. Very, very nice to see that some of this is still existable and still remains here, even though it is a disused railway station. And this is such an amazing find here as well. Look at it, the original level crossing gate of Norwich City Railway Station. Nice to see the architecture of the station is still existable to this day. So as I've just took a little trip along the path here, just a little bit further along, we found the remains of an old water tower, and this is where the steam engines would have filled up with water. So we've just come a little bit further along the path here along the disused railway, and what you can see here is the original posts there, concrete posts and foundations of a old area of sidings at the original Norwich City Railway Station. It's very nice to see things like this because it just tells people that even though old railways have gone, they've still got the remains of what you would say is the sidings, or possibly the remains of an engine shed that we never really knew existed until we actually come down here today. So a very amazing, great catch to find such remains of the old disused railway sidings. So we come to our very first bridge of the old disused railway line, and it went over the River Wensum. And so here is your first lot of flowing water for those who do like flowing water. This bridge would have took the railway across over the River Wensum, and we have some fantastic scenes here of flowing water which the railway would have gone across. Let's go a little bit further down and find out more. So we have now arrived at our very first bridge, and the railway would have come underneath this bridge. It's all graffitied underneath now, and then it would have headed in this direction where we're now heading towards Hellesdon. So I've come a little bit along the path of the disused railway line, and we found this very unusual mile marker, and it shows you where the line would have split at this particular point. So we have now arrived at the second bridge that the railway would have run underneath. Sadly, they're all graffitied as well, but the line would have kept on going down here, and we're going to carry on down this path a little bit further, and eventually we'll get to Hellesdon Station. So we come to our very first wide open iron bridge, and it goes over some adorable flowing water. So for those people who do like their flowing water, here it is. and then we're going to pan across onto this side here and take in the views of the River Wensum as well. But such an iconic bridge, and really nice to see these type of bridges still existable on the old disused railway line. I'm now going to pan in this direction and hopefully you'll get a proper full span view of it. I think we've got one more of these to go across to and then we'll be at Hellesdon. And so just before we get to Hellesdon here, we found another mile marker, and that is obviously one of the original markers of the disused railway line. So here I'm standing finally at the original Hellesdon Railway Station. It's been given a brand new sign most recently, and we're going to give you a little bit of history about Hellesdon Railway Station. But I'm actually standing on the original platform, so it's really nice to stand on an old disused railway line platform. And like I say, it's a very busy route along here, along Marriott's Way. It's well used with walkers. It's used very well with cyclists and runners. So we're just giving you a full pan view of Hellesdon Railway Station and what it looks like, and then we're going to give you some history about it. So Hellesdon Railway Station opened on the 2nd of December 1882. So sadly though, on the 15th of September 1952, Hellesdon Railway Station finally closed to passengers. And sadly, on the 13th of July 1964, Hellesdon finally closed its doors even to freight traffic, and it just remains as a disused railway platform. Piece of memorabilia here along Marriott's Way. So I hope you've thoroughly enjoyed another review of a disused railway line. We finish here at Hellesdon. We will be moving on further on down the line in part 3. Hope you have enjoyed this video today, and I hope that you have thoroughly enjoyed it. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to smash that notification bell, and finally that a subscription to the channel would be kindly appreciated. Until next time, take care and stay safe, and I'll see you on another disused railway line review.